We are going to show you how we fertilize all of our trees and all of our acreage with one simple system. And we have lots of baby goats and working on our irrigation. Hello everybody, for those of you who are new here, my name is Rosa and we are a family of 7. And this is Sheila. We are a whole food plant-based family who shares very simple cooking videos to help you and motivate you to incorporate more plant-based meals in your family. And we are homesteaders and gardeners here out in the desert of Nevada. We would love for you to join our community, so definitely hit the subscribe button down below. You gotta stand tall. Look what we have here. Caramel gave birth to her first baby and she just had one little boy. When we found the baby, everything was fine. We are so happy that she had a very healthy, happy baby. And the baby is learning how to drink and it is doing very, very well. And it looks just like them, just like Caramel and just like Valiente, the dad. Now this is Oreo. We're not going to say we have a favorite, but this one is definitely up there. Very, very cute. So on this morning, which is the next day, we started with our chores, of course. Emmanuel is here doing his chores and he is milking Milkshake while another one is trying to steal the food. We were moving our pear trees over to this area. We figured we were going to just group them up in this little corner here. And we plan on getting some more pears along the way. Trey and Emmanuel were getting this main irrigation line all done. They had this whole irrigation line wrapped around the whole property. And this was the extension that goes to our pear trees, so that way they are all watered automatically. Once that was done, we came to the front and we just wanted to check all of the irrigation to make sure the sprinkler heads were working fine in all of the trees that we had in front, like this fig tree, and we had some lime trees. We just want to make sure all of the sprinkler heads were working perfect. This is one of our lime trees and this is looking very healthy and growing very well. I was in charge of making the sprinkler heads for all of our Lucana trees that are going to go around the whole property, and then I had Israel and Grace help me out. We ended up actually making it completely wrong, which we did fix in the end, and then Trey and Emmanuel were just adding them to the main line so that it irrigates the whole property. And this main irrigation line, like I said, it does run across the whole acreage all around. Now let's head over to our inline fertilization system and let us talk about what we add into the barrel to fertilize our trees. What type of fertilizer are you using?
This is something called Super Thrive. It's B vitamins, and I've always used it. It's kelp inside of it. It really it helps their growth a lot. This is yeah, it's basically for fruit and flowering. And this is fish emulsion. It's pretty much just nitrogen. I only use a little bit of it because it can really attract the flies. Yeah, but this one right here, this is the main guy. It's earthworm castings, bat guano, and yeah, it's mainly you want to use this during like flowering stage. It helps with the fruit and their blossoms. It's high in potash and potassium and phosphate, which is good for root growth and like I said, flower blossoms.
So this is a barrel that we just put water in and then put the fertilizers in.
Yep. Yep. And then so this basically is connected to the irrigation system, and it's an inline fertilizer. And basically what happens is once there's enough pressure, it's like it's a siphoning action. And so as the water pulls through, it siphons the water up through this pipe and then puts it into the entire irrigation system. So the way we're setting up the irrigation right now is we're utilizing our old sprinkler system that we had to do grass with, and we're just converting it over to do trees and shrubs and herbs and everything throughout the whole property. And so now, because this system was already in place, we're just converting it over. So now I don't have to worry about individually fertilizing each tree. Yeah, and so it's all organic, it's all natural. Like I said, it's just earthworm castings, bat guano. This is fish emulsion, and this is organic, just minerals and B vitamins and sea kelp. I normally put sea kelp, and then I also make, it'll probably be later this year or just once everything gets gets into place. Compost tea. We have a worm bin inside of the greenhouse, so I end up making my own worm juice to put in here, and then also make a alfalfa tea, which that's more for the more the end of the year, and once all the trees are done fruiting, everything's done fruiting. The alfalfa is like more high nitrogen, and there's a certain like compound in it that really accelerates growth. So that's more for like winter, spring, early spring, when the trees will be putting on a lot of growth. And then you switch over to your high phosphorus and potassium through the grow season, once they're putting on their flowers and going into bloom. So you want to stay away from nitrogen during fruiting season, because it will reduce the size of your fruit, because there's too much nitrogen. So they're trying to grow and put on leaf growth, opposed to focusing on fruits and whatnot.
So this is sucking the water into this.
Yes.
And then it's going into all the trees right now.
Yeah, it's going through the irrigation. So wherever there's water at, this is getting mixed in there. And it's a really, really super light dilution. So you got to figure it's already being diluted into this barrel, and then it's being diluted again going through the water through the irrigation system. The thing is like consistency. Even though it is diluted, this will eventually run out, and it's still going to get the portion that you put in there. You can go a lot heavier. I probably get away with dumping probably this whole bottle in this 55 gallon, along with this and this also, and it would still dilute enough down to where it's not going to burn the trees, because you want to be careful with these concentrates, because even though it's organic and it is natural, you can still burn your plants. And by burning, meaning you'll, how to explain it, like basically the leaves will end up dying, essentially. The tips, around the edges of the leaves, they end up getting like crispy and dried up, like as if they were not watered and sunburnt. And it literally looks like they were burnt. So this pear wasn't getting watered well, and so this is also what it would look like if you burnt your plants from too high of fertilizers. If you put too much fertilizer in there. And so it literally looks like they were burnt up. So you just got to be careful. And as bad as this looks, like it'll all come back. This branch is probably gonna die off, which is fine. I did a pretty heavy prune on it this year, so we'll get whatever dies. It's fine. It'll all come back. It's trees and plants are extremely resilient. Watch at the end of the year. Guarantee this thing will be like flush, like really flush.
This is another tree that we have, which is an apricot tree, and it's been here since we moved out here, and we just finished doing the irrigation around the tree as well. We are just going up to the front just to monitor one more time and seeing if all of the trees are still irrigated and everything is working perfectly fine. Trey was up early this morning working on the irrigation for this area, which used to be the goat's pen, and he also irrigated this little area, which are going to house our tomatoes and okra and other things as well. Now, once the irrigation is done, we are all set and we can finally plant. We are having a very late planting season this year, but hey, we still have a little bit of time, so we're going to keep our hopes up. We should still be able to get a few plants planted this year. We did let all of the girls out just so they can help us eat down all of the weeds and the greens around the area. And as far as births, we are waiting for one more birth, which is from Brownie. We are waiting for her and she looks like she's about to pop any minute. And follow me as we go into the nursery full of baby goats taking their little afternoon nap. How cute. All of the babies are doing quite well. They learned how to nurse, and we are also learning to bottle feed some of them because we wanted to make sure that they have enough nutrients, and also we have extra milk as well, so we figured why not? We may as well give it to the babies. We now so far have a total of 8 babies, and the total count is 6 boys and 2 girls this year. Everyone was just giving boys this year. I wonder what Brownie is going to give us. Well, you guys are going to just have to wait and see. And definitely, if you are new here, subscribe to our channel so you can keep updated as to what Brownie is going to have. Thank you everybody for watching this video, and we hope you enjoyed it. We hope this was also helpful and informative, and we hope to see you on the next one. Bye everybody.